The camera angle is different. Ignore it. I just sent 851 Part 3 through to distribution. Should be coming out anytime now. It's the final chapter. All 3 album covers make the whole image. Not the whole image, but it's this. And while making this final one, I realized something. The shadows don't match up, which was a complete mistake. I should have checked that last year, but you know, it's fine. No one's gonna notice. I noticed. That's not the point of this video. I'm not here to talk about my music. I'm here to talk about my music. 4 years. That song was great, right? That was one of my favorites that I've made, followed closely behind by Blood Rain. Although sometimes you can tell that my songs are kind of half-assed, and that's because they are. I think I explained it well in my first video. When I started making music, it was fun, and it was a new thing that I was doing, and I was getting better with each song I made. Cut back to Blacklight. What the f was I thinking? But that was my first song. Most of the songs in that album I wrote in order of how they show up. And then I made 851. And that was my #1 listened to on Spotify for pretty much a year, if not more. And then I came up with the idea to do part 2 and now part 3, and the whole image is out, and they're not as good as the first one. And they all came out on January 5th. One of, I think, 5 actually, but technically 4. So one of 4, I'm going to say one of 4. One of 4 dates that I've set for myself to have put music out, and I have to at least make 4 songs for that year. And then I came up with July 1st, and then 9 years came out, but that doesn't matter. The more and more that went on, the more time that I had been, so I've got to come up with a song, at least one song for this date, shit, and it had gotten less fun. One more reason as to why some songs don't sound as good is because the story I'm trying to convey, the story I'm trying to tell you, is all chronological to the release dates that they come out during now time. The story is going on. I'm telling it as it happens, but right in this period of time in the story, nothing is happening. There's a period of space right here where every day is repetitive, everything is repetitive, and so every song is just repetitive. I can come up with different melodies, different beats, but all of the lyrics are essentially saying the same thing. That is another contributing factor as to why making music has gotten less fun, which is why I think Dark Wizard is going to take a break from music for a little while. It kind of sucks to say that, but I don't want to make music if I'm not going to enjoy it. I have a few songs out as Joseph Osuna, and I like the way they sound because I had fun making them, and they were truly feelings. But Dark Wizard music, on the other hand, is not... It's like I'm forcing myself to make those songs. And whenever I come up with anything good, right? Anything on the guitar that I think sounds good, I have this debate. Should I use this for Joseph Osuna or should I use this for Dark Wizard? Then I think of those dates that I have set for myself. I immediately throw Joseph Osuna out the window and I'm focusing on Dark Wizard. I have songs that I was not proud of at all. Some of those I released. A few of them I haven't, but that just means that I had to skip November 29th, 2023. That was one of my dates that I'd set, and I had nothing done by the time that I was supposed to have sent a song off for distribution. Don't get me wrong, I was working on something, but I hated it. It didn't sound right. Nothing sounds right when I make music anymore. Even this new song, I'm not too proud of it. It doesn't sound horrible. I've done a few things that I think sound good, but the song as a whole, I wouldn't say is one of my favorites. So being demotivated and the story not taking any turns, doing anything different, 2 contributing factors as to why I think I need to take a break from music. Dark Wizard, at least. Joseph Osuna is still going to be working on his. But for a little while, I'm only going to be working on music if it's for an album that I have coming out for Joseph Osuna, or if it's an idea for Dark Wizard. But I'm not going to be forcing myself to put music out, because that's not what I want to do. Hello. It's not fun for me to put out bad music. It's not fun for you to hear shitty music. It's not fun for me to see my listener count dropping. I've stressed myself too thin. I've given myself way too many projects to work on. I'm working on a fucking book. So I've concluded I'm taking a break for a little while. Just a little while. I'm going to come back to Dark Wizard music eventually. Obviously, I'm not giving that up. I just don't know when I will come back. It might be a year, it might be 2 years. That's gonna free up time for a number of things. Should I start uploading on this channel more? You guys want to see me making music? Because I can do that. I'd gladly do that. If I can still somehow make music and upload for this channel, that would be cool. Uploading for this channel would be cool. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber or anything. If I can record my process so you guys know what's going on, that'll be cool, I think. That's all I wanted to say, just make that announcement. This entire video, I forgot to turn the light on.